I'm supposed to open the pickle jar? I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Your hand greased the whole top of it. Literally slippery.
Sorry,
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar? Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
You're the big, strong man. There you go. Come on.
I can't grip the fucker. Like, I gotta have a way to grip it. I gotta grip it. Try it. You fucker. That was bullshit. I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Candace Owens finally decided to fire back at Andrew Wilson, and the timing couldn't have landed better. Wilson has been pushing hard for a debate with her, especially after Turning Point USA brought him in to help coach students on debate tactics. He presents himself as an almost unbeatable master debater, but critics looking at his past appearances might seriously question whether that reputation matches the reality.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you
you
lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What does that
You're
mean?
a fucking dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your stupid bitch mouth.
I was actually hoping Candace would ignore what looked like an attempt to pull her into another online controversy. But her response ended up hitting directly at what many critics have been saying. Instead of simply accepting Wilson's challenge and playing by his rules, she turned the spotlight back on him and questioned the image he's built around himself. Wilson has made a name for himself online as a conservative Christian debater and content creator with a style that can get aggressive and confrontational fast. But there's another side to that reputation. Some of his viral moments have been seriously awkward, and those clips haven't always made him look like the unstoppable debate machine he claims to be.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did I
daddies?
just say, Dyke?
Your wife with the 3 baby daddies?
I'm sorry, Dyke. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try
show
to...
your hatred against...
Do the women that you try
convince
to...
them that they shouldn't...
You know, Charlie, did I bring...
Women? Do they know
Charlie,
that
did I
your
bring
wife
your
is 5
family...
years older?
Did I bring any of your
You
family
called me
into
fucking
anything?
stupid.
Did I
You
say
called
anything
me
about
fucking
your
stupid.
family being stupid, Charlie?
You could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed, and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional...
One major incident blew up after Andrew got into a heated argument about women, and critics quickly started pointing out what they saw as some serious holes in his logic. The clip spread across the internet, people picked apart his arguments, and the moment stuck around instead of disappearing like another random online debate. Then came another viral moment that got people talking.
Seven Sheets writes, I am amazed and amused by the oh-so-prolific naysayers to you online with maybe one of your reach and believers. They're crazy, but they seem so tough enough to open a jar of pickles, if you know what I mean. I'm here with you, and God bless. Yeah, they're just insane. And there's something also just extraordinarily, like, gay, like 90s gay about, like, men that do that full-time online. It's just like, I'm like, stop. Like, stop being a woman. Like, let us do that. You see these guys like, Candace said this. Candace. Debate me, Candace. Candace, look at me, Candace. I'm like, ew. Like the sissy culture of men online. When men podcast, they can't podcast like women. Do you get what I mean?
Andrew was challenged over whether his personal values actually matched the principles he promotes publicly, and his reaction became part of the controversy. To some viewers, it came across as pure theater, heavy on the holier-than-thou Christian values energy that critics also associate with Turning Point USA. Whether that reading was fair or not, the clip gave his opponents plenty to work with. From there, things got messy fast. Meetings reportedly happened, different strategies came into play, and what started as internet drama turned into a much bigger political media showdown.
If you're gonna be a man and you're gonna podcast, like, and they kind of carved out the podcast space, but who was it? It was the military bros. It was like Joe Rogan having on like UFC fighters. They were talking about their diet and their exercise, and you're like, oh, that's a man podcast. Now we have these like sissies who are like, did you hear what Candace said yesterday? Oh, did you hear what Candace? And please don't do that. It's so gross. It's so gross. I hate looking at these men. It bothers me deeply. They're all Emmanuel Macron. Don't act like Emmanuel Macron. Act like Brigitte. You know? Be a man.
Meanwhile, Andrew kept posting about Candace and repeatedly pushing for a debate, making it increasingly clear that he wanted that confrontation to happen. He's even floated a massive amount of money, we're talking 6 figures, to try to get Candace in the same room for a debate. But why go that far? That's the big question. Some online critics have speculated that there could be more behind his push, even suggesting he's being backed to create confrontations with larger creators. There's no clear proof of that claim, but the theory has definitely added another layer to the drama.
I don't have any claims. I'm investigating what happened to Charlie Kirk because I don't believe you. Do you not have any evidence that Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk?
Stu, was he there or not?
Did Tyler Robinson,
was he
Charlie
there
Kirk?
or not?
Did
Stu?
Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk?
I think the evidence supports that, sure. Now answer my question. Was Andrew Colvett at Fort Tachuca or not? Was he there or not, Stu?
Where's Andrew Colvett? Why won't
answer
he
the
come out and
question,
answer that
Stu?
question?
Answer my question. Was
I'm
he
not
there
here
or
to
not?
answer your question.
Was Andrew Colvett at Fort Tachuca or not, Stu?
I'm not here to talk about
I'm
Andrew
not here to
Colvett
answer any of your questions.
and Fort Tachuca. Do you
Great.
think that
Yeah,
this
the government
audience is a
lies.
bunch of
Who do you
idiots?
think wrote them, Stu?
I don't accept the government narrative that
I know.
Tyler
Who do you think
Robinson,
wrote
Charlie Kirk or any of the made-up evidence?
What have you
primarily.
actually learned?
The way critics see it, Andrew's strategy is simple. Challenge people with huge platforms, turn up the pressure, and hope the exchange produces a viral moment. When questions started flying about whether Andrew had an official arrangement with Turning Point USA, the organization said he had only spent 1 day coaching students. 1 day! That clarification should have cooled things down, but Andrew didn't exactly kill the speculation. He even joked about potentially making the relationship more official, which immediately had people raising eyebrows. So while some viewers accepted Turning Point USA's explanation, others remained skeptical about what was really going on behind the scenes. Candace, meanwhile, took a completely different route. She didn't jump at the money, and she didn't rush into the online showdown Andrew was pushing for. That's what her supporters say separates Candace from the rest. She doesn't appear interested in turning every challenge into an ego contest or chasing a giant payday. Instead, she keeps the focus on what she believes actually matters.
I've learned a whole lot.
What?
But that's not what I'm here to discuss.
Yeah, what?
I'm
Okay,
here
so
to have
right.
you tell
I'm
me
here.
how
I'm running an investigation,
Tyler
but I
Robinson
can't even tell you
killed
what I've
Charlie
learned.
Kirk.
Do you remember
Actually-
when he confessed, Stu, via text message? You
No.
know, how did it get there, Stu?
How can I tell you how it got there? Did
Do you
Lance
think-
Twiggs bring it there? Because his DNA is on it too.
So Twigs, you think that Twigs brought it there?
I didn't say that.
They won't answer questions like
That's
you,
exactly what they're
filibuster
doing.
like you, refuse to stand by a single position. That's stupid.
Then Ian Carroll stepped in with a different kind of offer. Forget the usual debate spectacle and have a real conversation. No shouting match, no cheap theatrics, just 2 people sitting down and talking openly. He even suggested, what if it's just me and Barron having a real dialogue? I ask your questions, you ask mine. No drama, just honest back and forth. Barron asked whether that sounded fair to everyone, and then nothing. Complete radio silence. For a while, nobody seemed willing to respond. Eventually, Barron managed to get an agreement for an actual debate. He said, fine, let's do a debate with Stu Peters, even if that's what he's pushing for.
Hey, where'd you go for a week? Well, EPUSA hired me to go down and train its new crop of debaters. So that's what I did. Went over to their Capitol compound in Arizona, and I started training their debaters. Now, you see, I was not very thrilled. Not very thrilled. The course trajectory of how these campus debates might go without them having the correct talking points and knowing how to do the correct debates.
Stu Peters accepted the challenge, setting the stage for the kind of direct confrontation everyone had been arguing about online. But that's when things escalated fast. Andrew Wilson kept pressing Stu to make firm statements about Andrew Colvett, circling back to the same questions again and again. To some viewers, it looked less like a normal back and forth and more like an attempt to force a definite answer before Stu was ready to give one. People in the comments immediately started calling out what they believed was happening. One viewer said, "This is what you think it is. Why keep pushing someone to confirm something he literally can't verify yet? Why don't people understand how investigations actually work? Then they get mad when answers don't show up on their timeline."
John Doyle was over there as well. Got to meet with him. Hadn't seen him in a long time. So I went over and trained all these guys up. I saw Z speaking about it. X, the head of the America. Not thrilled to have competent debaters over at TPUSA. Now, I might have placed some of the Crucible Invasion team on their new campaign. Their Pick Up the Mic campaign. Now, while I was there, getting to know the landscape, I ran into one Erica Kirk. Had a nice long conversation with her as well.
Another comment read, "You're dragging yourselves down with these reactions. It's wild to watch." The reaction was getting heated, and someone else pointed out, "Not everyone pretends to have every answer. Some people understand the difference between knowing what happened and knowing what didn't happen, and they're not going to be pressured into making a statement they can't actually verify." That distinction matters, especially when an online argument starts turning into a pressure campaign. Then an older exchange involving Andrew resurfaced and raised even more eyebrows. Back in April, someone asked, "Why does Erica Kirk forgive the person accused of harming her husband, yet she's threatening podcasters with legal action? That's not matching up with Christian values at all." Andrew's response was basically that the legal process was still happening and that forgiveness doesn't mean surrendering your right to protect yourself or prevent further harm.
I walk over to Erica, fucking grab her, and I gave her a big hug. Told her that I was really sorry for what happened to her. Nightmare. Just a nightmare. So sometimes I think old man hugs. I think they go a long way. I don't know why. Women like old man hugs. What do you want me to say? Told her I was really sorry that happened to her. Nightmare. Just a nightmare. And I also told her that I understood what was going on. That many of these people who are acting as ops are performing sets of psychological torture on this woman.
On its own, that was a clear argument. But critics noticed that Andrew had previously used a much harsher tone when talking about Erica. In one tweet, he wrote, "This isn't about Erica Kirk. She's a weak leader, just another femcon like the rest of TPUSA, and frankly, not very intelligent." That contrast quickly became another major point of criticism. But critics say the tone seemed to flip once money and professional connections entered the picture. Suddenly, Andrew was defending Erica much more strongly. He later showed up at a TPUSA event, mixed with people there, and appeared far more comfortable with the organization than some viewers expected after his earlier criticism. Then came the interaction that really got people talking. When Andrew ran into Erica, he embraced her and expressed sympathy for everything she had been dealing with. He described the situation as a nightmare and treated it like a genuine human moment where someone needed support. He also claimed that operatives were deliberately targeting her with psychological harassment, making an already difficult situation even worse. That was a dramatically different tone from the harsh criticism he had posted before. And that brings us to the question critics keep asking, what actually changed? Some believe Andrew's shifting language raises questions about whether money, access, or alliances influenced his position. That hasn't been established as fact, but the contrast has become a major part of the controversy surrounding him. His aggressive debate style, the repeated challenges aimed at Candace and Barron, and his changing rhetoric about Erica have all been pulled into the same argument online. Is this really about principles and finding the truth, or is it about influence, attention, and money? Hit that like button, subscribe to stay in the loop, share this with someone following the story, drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.